In this video we are going to talk about the Jewish wedding ceremony and order of service under the Chuppah. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to Best for Brides YouTube channel for future updates. The Jewish wedding ceremony lasts for days and is a rite of passage. Families and friends can gather to celebrate the couple's love and to see their dedication to one another. You'll discover some of the key information concerning Jewish wedding ceremonies in this video so that you may comprehend what occurs during these lovely festivities. A brief summary of a Jewish wedding. Getting a high-level overview of the ceremony is important before going into too much detail. While there will be some variations across the various sects, this part will give a broad picture of the day's major events. For instance, a Jewish wedding typically entails the following. The signing of the Ketubah signals the start of the wedding. The bridegroom makes promises and pledges. Both actions are being observed by witnesses. Rings are switched. There are 7 prayers of thanksgiving to God. The happy pair finally exchanges vows in front of family and friends before taking some time to consider the day and their future. The other customs, such the white wedding dress, veil, and movable chuppah, wedding canopy, have evolved over time alongside Jewish weddings. However, the value of customs is not lessened because they greatly enhanced the beauty and significance of long-standing practices and institutions. Jewish wedding service schedule. Although that quick description makes the ceremony seem simple, there are several stages that must be followed for it to be a success. Ketubah is signed. The customary Jewish marriage contract is called a ketubah. It contains a list of the rights and responsibilities that the husband and wife have to one another. At a wedding ceremony, the ketubah is signed by the bride and the groom using their own hands. In the presence of 2 witnesses, who are neither the bride or groom, and at least one additional person who acts as a scribe for the ceremony, the ketubah is signed. There are numerous variations of this text, but they all have the following characteristics in common. The bride and groom's names. A sentence describing the consequences of either party breaking their vows. A list of what each party is expected to do. A rundown of rights. These documents are often exhibited in the married home as a precious memento and are frequently elegantly crafted to fit the occasion. Badeken. Usually, the Badeken follows the ketubah's signature immediately. This brief but meaningful ceremony involves the husband veiling the bride's face. According to legend, this biblical custom began when Jacob wed for the first time. He was fooled into marrying Leah instead of Rachel's true love, the Torah claims, since Leah's face was hidden by a thick veil. As a result, the bride's face is still covered by the blanket after the groom sees it. Due to the possibility that the bride and groom may not have seen each other in the past 24 or more hours, it is usual for the Badeken to be emotional, up to 7 days. Chuppah. In a Jewish wedding ceremony, the bride and groom are covered by a canopy called a chuppah. The Hebrew word for canopy is the root of the English term chuppah. It usually consists of a rectangle-shaped piece of fabric or a sheet stretched over 4 poles, which are often supported by 2 people. The chuppah represents the home that the couple will build and is traditionally utilized as the main point of the wedding ceremony. The house that the bride and groom will construct in the future, which will provide refuge and solitude, is symbolized by a chuppah. Since a home is where you grow up, learn to share and love, and obtain your freedom from your parents to start your own family, it plays a crucial role in Jewish culture. The couple's closest friends and relatives are gathered around the bride and groom in the center. The bride and groom are typically led to the chuppah by their respective parents in more traditional wedding ceremonies. The bride will circle the groom 7 times, as is custom. This is a metaphor for erecting a wall of love around the couple's union. 7 is one of the most important sacred numbers in Judaism because it represents totality and completion, which are impossible to achieve separately. The betrothal blessings called Kiddushin. 2 glasses of wine are used at the Kiddushin, which is the portion of the wedding ceremony that takes place under the chuppah. The bride and groom both drink from the first cup after the rabbi's betrothal blessings, which are offered in connection with the serving of the first cup. The betrothal blessings signify the bride and groom's resolve to create a Jewish home that serves both God and humanity. The rings are exchanged. The marriage ring serves as a reminder of the couple's unbreakable commitment. It serves as a reminder of their shared love and dedication. Because in Jewish marriages you are only formally married once you put on the ring, it is also a sign that the lady is wed to the man. Consequently, the ring has been a symbol of marriage in Jewish weddings for ages. A gold coin was traditionally given to the bride as part of her dowry in the past, and she would wear it on her left ring finger to symbolize her new marriage. The ring must also be kept simple and unadorned by stones, diamonds, or other decorations. This simplicity stands for a straightforward marriage where love takes precedence over other, less important concepts. Read the Ketubah. The Ketubah is the official marriage contract, which is delivered to the bride for her signature and is kept by her throughout their marriage. It is read aloud in its original Aramaic language. According to Jewish law, it is a contract that belongs to the bride and is enforceable by law. The Ketubah can be signed before or during the Chuppah ceremony, depending on the officiating rabbi. The Ketubah should be put on display under the Chuppah so that everyone may see if it was signed before the Chuppah if it was. Yet again, this is entirely up to the rabbi conducting the proceedings. Teresa Brachot, the 7 blessings. Rabbis, chazans, or anybody else who will recite the Sheva Brachot over the second cup of wine will be honored by the couple. The bride and groom become treasured community members by combining these traditional blessings into a larger religious and social context. The majority of these 7 blessings center on thanking God for creating humanity in His image and honoring Him as the Creator. These blessings are intended to convey adoration in the presence of the Creator. These blessings can be quite vibrant, despite the impression that they would be solemn. They can occasionally be offered to the bride and groom as they move between tables while being accompanied by music and champagne, which makes the entire procedure quite entertaining for everyone. Shattering the glass. This involves the groom breaking a glass with his foot and is undoubtedly the most notable component of a Jewish wedding ritual. Everyone can now begin clapping, dancing, shouting Mazel Tov, and cheering for the newlyweds. Unfortunately, the true meaning and origin have been somewhat obscured by the passage of time, and depending on who you ask, you may receive a different response. Among the most typical are: it symbolizes the fragility of human connections and serves as a reminder of how marriage will change your life forever, ideally for the better. It is based on the notion that making a lot of noise will scare away evil spirits. The marriage must last as long as the glass is broken, hopefully forever, as it represents a break with the past. It stands in for the temple's destruction in Jerusalem thousands of years ago. The glass fragments stand in for the wish that you would be as happy and blessed with children as the glass shards. These connotations, however, are meant to represent the beauty of the couple's marriage and their wish to remain united, bound by love, forever. Yichud. Yichud is a Hebrew word that means together in English. It occurs when the bride and groom are together for a brief period of time, usually to exchange private vows. Yichud is a brief period of isolation for a couple. It is the final phase of a lengthy Jewish wedding ritual. As they are now legally married, the couple enters into isolation together and spends some time alone. The Yichud can be viewed as a reflection of the intimacy and connection that two people experience throughout marriage. It may also be the moment the marriage is formally consummated, depending on the sect and beliefs of the couple. When conducted properly and with the right intentions, a traditional Jewish wedding ceremony is a lovely and significant event that can result in a lifetime of happiness, friendship, and harmony. It is the coming together of two souls, two families, and two hearts, and it brings with it the hope of a brand new and exciting future. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, and subscribe to the Best for Bride YouTube channel for future updates. And visit our website, www.bestforbride.com.